Okay, good afternoon, my friends. It's 11:30, and after this dumb little video, I'm going to have to get along and do other things I really planned to do today. But I saw something on Facebook, and I'm kind of not really. I'm to the point now where I really don't. I'm on Facebook, okay, but you almost have to know if you're my friend there. You know I don't really post as much anymore. I might share a lot, but I don't post much, and I don't comment because Facebook came along with this new thing where if say you and I are friends and maybe it's CBS News or Daily Mail or whatever it is, and I go on there and say, oh, well then you see it. You see what I post. See, maybe I don't want you to see what I post. So that kind of limits it. So really for now, a lot of it's YouTube. I don't really go into much anywhere else. There's a lot of people that I do know that don't follow me here, that are close friends of mine, and that's okay. That's good. I really don't really want the general person that knows me to be here. But there was an interesting little thing that came on Facebook by our new climate control guru. Now, first, I'll tell you this, and I know a lot of you guys won't agree with me because we do have Hulu, right? And they were promoting Greta Thunberg, and I thought, no, I don't really want to watch that. And then finally I caved in, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to watch this video. Now, first, they don't say Thunberg, they say Thunberg. Now, very kind of interesting with her because she knows like 3 languages, reads them too. She's not dumb. So I give them that. I mean, no, she's not dumb. I mean, I never gave her credit because I never watched anything. Now, do I believe their whole thing? Well, not really. Do I believe in climate change? Yes, I do. But what is causing it? I will always believe, and will never be unbelieving of it, that there's an outside force, big and dark star, that's causing it. That's what I believe. Now, the new guru who wanted to run for president once and never made it, told everybody that we got about 9 years to stop climate chaos. But he's telling you that it's you and greenhouse gases and all this stuff being pumped into the air, which is partly true, but not all true. And so what that means is you'll be taxed. And all this stuff that's going on right now is taxable of you. Loss of jobs, more taxes, this and that. In the end, does it matter? Well, to them, because once they're back up out of their underground bunkers, if they are all still here, they're going to rule again with a new kind of ruling class, while we're left to fend up here. If you think for one moment that these guys are ever going to tell you that there's this outside force out here that's eventually going to do something, they're never going to do it. Again, if you can find Bob Fletcher, it's hard to find him because when you put him in now, there's all kinds of different Bob Fletchers, so it's very different to find it. He was on a show on here called Caravan to Midnight, and I think there were other guys who interviewed him. Some are less reputable than others, but they still interviewed him. And he does go into a really long-winded story about how it all began, through his toy business and this and that. And it was a front for other things. But when he gets down to the brass tacks of it, you see that the money was all being spent to build bunkers and this and that, and places to live for a long time. So when this person comes out and says, well, there's 9 years left, and that doesn't even mean that it's exactly, but that means by then, and it could be sooner, but by that time, if people can't go out there and see it, even if it's a little bitty dot, can't see it, well then, who knows? Do I believe it's there? Yes, I do. 2012 was the time frame where they discovered this galaxy called Tau Ceti, which is cetacean, fish, whatever it is, and they called the thing Nibiru. Well, but it's been that forever. But anyway, That was it. That's when they found it. It didn't mean it was the end of the world. It just meant that's when it would enter our system and then start. And you guys have to know that no matter where you live, climate's been different. It's been warm in Antarctica. One day it was 70 degrees in Antarctica. 70 degrees. Wow. The Pope told us about 10 years ago, well, not Benny, the new guy, he told us it was like 15 to 20 years at that time. And that's been a little bit of period since. So they're all coming out and they're all giving up in this frame. The guru says 9 years. It could be sooner. Here's something that I have to tell you as I sit on my little fence. The more and the more and the more this stuff comes out, the more and the more and the more I realize that, guess what? 30 to 40% of this was Orange Man bad, as everybody said. Because now that we're going deep into all this stuff, oh, now all this stuff's changing. Oh, but they're finding cures. I'm not saying it's not fake, not real, because I know what I had was bad. But I'm just saying. I want to come on here, this really little short video. For me, 10 minutes would be short. And say, look, this thing about climate chaos, 9 years, they are telling you. But they can't tell you. Because if the powers that be, and they're all together in the world, came out and told you about that thing out there, which was in the paper in 1984, or it was 83, and it was in the New York Times and the Chicago Tribune, I think, you will find, Washington Post, you will find stories about that thing out there. And that it would be here about now. Is it tomorrow? Probably not. Sooner than you think? Maybe. That's all I got to say. And like I said in my last little video, it's taking forever to upload these videos. YouTube takes them 30 minutes to do a video. Sometimes they don't upload. It's because they don't want them to. That's why. So that guy that told me all that way back then, he was right, but I don't have to worry about it because they're doing it to me anyway. So anyway, my friends, the guru gave us 9 years. It depends on what you believe, what the cause is. And I know a lot of you guys out here might follow, what's his face, Black Star? I don't think the guy doesn't know what he's saying, but I don't think the guy gives you 100% truth either. I follow him and never see any of his uploads. He's obviously blocked me. I mean, I can go there and see them, but they never show up anymore. Because I'm telling you, there was a big thing between me, that guy, and two other dudes way back in 2010, I think it was. And they wanted me on a radio show called Freedom Slips. And I was going to go talk to those guys. And all of a sudden, one of them backed out. The other guy said he'd heard of me, but couldn't really place it. And then it didn't happen, and I didn't want to do it anyway. But as I said, Bono's Entertainment was the guy that got me going. And I actually was doing pretty well back then. And now I just do my videos like I do them. And like I say, here's the deal. I don't ask for donations. I never have. If that compels you to give me one, that's okay. But I'm not asking for them either. Because I never have taken money for anything I do. If I did take any money, I'd probably just pump it back into doing these things. That's all. So anyway, my friends, that's about all I got to say to you. But the guru gave us 9 years. Pretty interesting, huh? 9 years by our new climate change guru. Peace.